the Warriors defeated the Blazers 118-106 on Sunday in Game 1. Here's how they did it. Draymond Green was awesome. 23, 13, and 11. Yes, another triple-double. Klay Thompson had 7 threes, playoff career high 37 points, and Draymond added 3 blocks to his ultra line as the Dubs win without Stephen Curry, and they lead that series 1-0. Here's a look at the Warriors without Steph since he went down with the knee injury in Game 4 against Houston. Simply put, they've been amazing. A plus 72 in the point differential, making 52% of their shots. And Klay Thompson was on another planet in the first quarter of Game 1, outscoring the Blazers himself 18-17. GA, what impressed you most about his playoff career-high performance?
Everything. I mean, the fact that this is a guy that can electrify you with his ability to shoot the basketball. And I think sometimes you lose sight of that playing alongside the greatness of a guy like Steph Curry. But this is a guy that can catch and shoot it every bit as well as Steph Curry. And I think he also adds that element of the ability to take advantage of mismatches down low on that block. But this guy is a true star in his own right and performed like one over the course of that absence of Steph Curry.
So Steph, with ankle and knee injuries, has missed 4 games in these playoffs, and Klay Thompson has said, that's cool. I'm going to drop almost 30 points per game, and the Dubs have won 3 out of those 4 games. Now, Isaiah, I want you to talk about Draymond Green. He was second in the regular season with those 13 triple-doubles, had another one in Game 1. How does his role change, if any? Because we know he's a point forward, but how does his role change if Curry's out?
You know, I nicknamed him earlier in the year Dre Magic because he has all of those skills and all of those abilities that Magic Johnson brought to the table. He can initiate the offense. He's got a big brain out on the floor. He can set screens. He can shoot the 3-ball, and he's a nightmare in terms of a mismatch. He's tougher as a defender, and, you know, Steve Kerr said, you know, he makes everything work. Whatever game plan they come up with, as long as Draymond Green is at the point and he's orchestrating everything, he makes it all work. So no matter who's off the floor, as long as Draymond's on the floor, he makes everything work. Now, he may not be the MVP of the league, but he's probably the Warriors' MVP of that team.
And his value on defense, you know, one of these days, maybe he'll win a Defensive Player of the Year award. Kawhi kind of has a hammerlock on that right now. But, Zeke, I know you want to talk about the defense the Dubs have played all year and here against the Blazers.
Yeah, and when you talk about Golden State being, you know, they're playing small ball, right? Well, let's not get it twisted. Their small ball is 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", and 7 feet. That's their small team that they got out there. And what Livingston allows them to do and what Klay Thompson allows them to do against Lillard, they're able to put size on him. They're able, everyone that's guarding him is 2 to 3 to 4 inches taller, and they make it tough for him to get shots off. They make it tough for him to penetrate. They're quick enough, they can move their feet, they get him going left, and Draymond Green is always in help position. We've seen him block shots, challenge shots, and when he gets the basketball, they're 5-on-4. One thing I was taught early on in my basketball career by my grade school coach, who said, as a point guard, when you go to the basket, you can't fall on the floor. You can't hit the floor, because when you hit the floor, you make a layup, you fall on the floor hoping that the referee's gonna bail you out. Well, if you don't get the bailout call, then guess what's happening? The other team's going back down 5-on-4. So when these guards go to the basket and they're on the floor against Golden State, hoping and waiting for a call, and there's no call, as we just saw, Golden State's out in transition, and that's where they're getting the majority of their points and the majority of their basket. As guards in this league, as guards in these games playing against the Warriors, you got to stay on your feet, take the contact, absorb it, and if you don't get the foul, you can't hit the floor. You got to keep moving so you can get back on defense.
This is a great big stage for Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum to be on, and they did not perform as well as they would have liked collectively in the Game 1 loss at Golden State. I mean, Lillard had 30, but C.J. McCollum just 12 points. He shot 5 of 17. So all told, 42 points on 13 of 43 shooting. However, GA, Lillard did get it cooking in the fourth quarter with 18 points. Is that something that you're assuming he will build on to get in a better start here in game 2?
Absolutely, because you got to see it in the video footage that Isaiah talked about it. There are a lot of opportunities for him not just to make shots, but to make plays. And I think that's where they struggle. He got 30, but he took 26 shots. And so efficiency has got to be the mantra for Portland. And I think we saw them do this even in game 2 against the Clippers. They're going to make adjustments. There are opportunities there. There are drives when he would get to the rim. Draymond's not even guarding his man. Their focus is to attack their guards with the size and shot blocking. They've got to trust their teammates and make plays. I don't know that they need to get up 43 shots. I think shots are there for Portland. They've got to do a better job of attacking the paint. I think that's going to be critical for them. Not so much the points they get, but the fact that when they get to the paint, it forces 5 guys from Golden State to get in there. That also gives you a chance with transition defensively. And again, I go back to trusting their teammates for opportunities that are there if they trust them enough to make the plays.
Isaiah, Dame and CJ are probably watching us right now. I'm sure they would just love some advice from a Hall of Fame point guard, 2-time champion named Isaiah Thomas. What's your advice to Dame and CJ?
Shoot them in or shoot them out. When they come to the game, right, they got to come with the guns loaded, and they got to leave with them empty. So both of those guys, they got to get up 25 to 30 shots tonight. They got to be aggressive. Every time they touch the basketball, they have to be looking to score. They got to put pressure on that Golden State defense. They got to find a way to get to that second unit of defense. You got Livingston, you got Thompson out there. Both of those guys, they got to find a way early to get them in foul trouble. They got to find a way to get into that Golden State bench because Steph Curry's not on that bench. Okay, so they got to get to their third string and get away from this second string. But they got to be aggressive, and they got to get up, 25 to 30 shots apiece.